Universal Studios is fantastic for the whole family, including the little ones. Stay tuned. We're going to go over a bunch of things you need to know for your first trip to Universal Studios. Hey guys, 10 things that you need to know for your first Universal vacation, okay, as a family. There's a lot to know, just like Disney. Just like Disney, there's a lot to know. Universal can also be overwhelming if you're not prepared and you don't know what to expect. So I've created this list. It's a nice long list, got a lot of information about it. We're going to run through this list and get through it, and you're going to leave here feeling better about planning your Universal vacation. So I'm going to look off screen every now and then because I cannot remember anything. I have to have everything written down to pull me back in and get things going. Okay. So number one, we got 3 amazing theme parks: Universal Studios, Islands of Adventure, and Volcano Bay. These both, the parks, the rides are Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. So the Volcano Bay is their water park, which is an awesome water park. Each park has its own entertainment and has its own theme to go off of. Something really fantastic to see. Okay, so you're single. So there's 2 types of tickets. Depending on which one is right for you. There's a single park ticket where you can only go into one park, and then there's a park to park. There's a park to park for just the 2 land parks, and then there's a park to park that includes Volcano Bay, depending on if you want to go to the water park while you were there. Deciding on if a park to park is important for you, if you're going to want to ride Hogwarts Express, you're going to need a park to park. The Hogwarts Express train takes you between the 2 locations, and they do check your ticket. You do need to make sure you have a park to park to be able to go in between both places. It is a cute little train to ride. We enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. So if you're there for the Harry Potter, park to park is going to be what you need to do. All right. So the Universal Express Pass versus Universal Unlimited Express. These are ticket add-ons and they're an extra, right? They cost more. The Express Pass only allows you a limited number of how many times you can go into the express lane. Universal has an express lane that you just go into if you purchase this pass. There is no scheduling, there is no buying. Well, there's a one-time buy, right? And then there's the Universal Unlimited Express. You can go into this lane unlimited times throughout the day. Those are the 2 differences of the tickets. If you stay on property at a premier resort, you get a complimentary Express Unlimited pass for every individual in your room. So depending on the size of your family, like we're a family of 5, it's $179 for that ticket, freestanding, all by itself. And it would be just more feasible for us to just stay at a premier hotel. Then we get the premier hotel, and then we get walking distance, and then we get the unlimited express pass instead of paying $179 for all 5 of us, right? So it depends on what's going to work for your family. All right, so moving on, we have on-site versus off-site hotel decisions. So the on-site hotels, you have tiers on how expensive they are for each budget. You have value, preferred, and premier. There are 4 value resorts. They are Universal's Adventure Hotel and the Cabana Bay Resort. The Cabana Bay Resort, excuse me, you can actually see Volcano Bay from Cabana Bay, and you can actually get a room that you would view Volcano Bay. So that's cool. And it has a little walking path to Volcano Bay from Cabana Bay Resort. Then you have the Universal's Endless Summer Resort Dockside Inn and Suites, and then Universal's Endless Summer Resort Surfside Inn and Suites. So those 4 resorts are value resorts. They are the most inexpensive resort that Universal has to offer, but you are on property. You get your souvenirs shipped back to your room, so you don't have to carry them in the park. You get an hour early into the parks for staying on property. So these are perks you get for staying on those properties, okay? And then you get transportation to and from the parks. Your preferred hotels, there's a one one little medium guy in there. And that is Lowe's Sapphires Fall Resort. And that has a water taxi. It puts you a little closer to the proximity to the resort and not to the resort, to the parks. And it is a very nice place to stay. So then we go into the highest tier, and it is the Premier Hotels. That's what they're categorized as. There's 3 of them. I'm talking real fast. Okay, so there is the Hard Rock Hotel, and that is the closest to the parks. You have the Lowe's Portofino Bay, which is Italian themed, very beautiful. And then you have Lowe's Royal Pacific Resort, and that is obviously like a Polynesian theme. I personally have stayed at the Royal Pacific. It is beautiful, very nice. They have so much to offer there. Very, just being on that resort is very immersive and enjoyable. We walked, so those 3 hotels, you are, well, like I said, Hard Rock is the closest, but the other ones you are walking distance. It depends on what you consider walking distance. So we walked to the parks from Royal Pacific in the morning because we were full of spunk and energy and ready to go for the day. At the end of the day, we took the water taxi back to the resort. So it is walking distance, probably about a 10-minute walk. That's not bad for me, or for my opinion, what I think. But of course, at the end of the day, when you're done, the water taxi's there, go back to the resort, no problem. So those are the resorts. All categories get you into the park early, an hour early, and they all get you your souvenir gifts that you buy. They get to go back to your hotel. They deliver it back to your hotel. What I did miss is that the Premier Hotels, they offer you the unlimited express pass. Automatically comes with your room card. So you would take your, with your room card, and when you would go to get on the express lane, when they go to scan your card for that, because you would purchase a card if you're not staying at a Premier, or you would just scan your room key, and your room key is your ticket onto those. Okay, so we've went through those. Those are your different categories for hotels for staying on site. All right, your other ticket add-ons, they have Marvel character dining, photo packages, VIP tours, stuff like that. Those are extra add-ons that you can add on for a Universal trip. Those are also options. Your dining plans are a little bit more limited than what you would get at Disney, but they are great. There's refillable mugs that you can get throughout Universal. You would pay for it. You would pay for the refillable mug the moment you get it. And you can refill it for 24 hours. Once you hit that 24 hours, you're going to have to pay again to be able to refill it for 24 hours, but it's going to be a lesser fee than when you paid and you bought the mug. But that is something to think of. You can use that for both Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios. And then Volcano Bay has their own refillable mug, so you wouldn't be able to take it into Volcano Bay. So that's something to think about. But that is a nice thing to have. All right, our next thing is City Walk. City Walk is so wonderful. They have great restaurants. Toothless Chocolate Emporium. I mean, enough said. That's all I have to say. Voodoo Donuts. Voodoo Donuts is awesome place. I got donuts. My kids love donuts. Donuts is our thing. When we travel, we get donuts. I mean, I put my kids in the car at like 4 a.m. I wake them up just to get them in the car, and they're all tired. They're like, donuts. So donuts is our thing. So we do Voodoo Donuts at City Walk because we love our donuts in the morning for breakfast. So City Walk has great restaurants, Hard Rock Cafe, Calfish, Sushi Burger Bar. It's wonderful. It's wonderful to walk around. Go enjoy it. Definitely take in City Walk while you're there. All right, so here's a big thing. Do you have small kids? I got small kids. However, Universal is also for small kids. And it's great. Universal has several things for small kids. It gets a bad rep for small kids. A lot of people think Universal and they think thrilling rides for large kids and adults. And it does have those, absolutely. However, it does have kid areas. You have Woody the Woodpecker kid area. You have Seuss Landing. You have the pterodactyl flyers in Jurassic Park, and you have all the characters. So Seuss Landing has very slow rides and Seuss characters, and it's a whole very cute little area. There's a lot to see there. And then you have your characters walking around, Bart and the Minions. I am drawing blanks here. The Trolls. This is why I write things down. The Minions, the Trolls, Secret Life of Pets, Penguins from Madagascar. These are characters. Oh, and we're not a SpongeBob family, but SpongeBob, Squidward, you will also see them, and they do. And they also come out and do shows. So your young ones are also going to have a lot to do there. And the rides for Harry Potter are not small kid friendly, but the whole Harry Potter experience, Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley, is definitely suitable for young kids. And then you can get your wand that interacts with things, and the kids can go around and do the spells for the stuff in the parks that are made for the wands. So it is definitely a place to take young kids, and they will enjoy themselves. All right. So moving on from that brain freeze, horrible brain freeze right there, right? All right. So coming to the park. So don't bog yourself down with a ton of stuff in the park. So parks are, especially if you stay at like a premier hotel, you can simply walk back to your room, but your bags will be searched like normal. There are lockers throughout the park for your stuff for rides, because they will not let your stuff go on a lot of the rides. But there are lockers for stuff for bringing, but make sure you bring snacks for yourself to keep when you got to eat something, and your water bottles and water. Those are things just like going to a normal theme park you would do for Universal. All right. Now the last thing is needing tickets and not accommodations. Here's the kicker here. So if you use a travel advisor, even though you're not staying on property there, you will get your 1 hour early entry in for using a travel advisor. And that's regardless staying on property or off property. If you stay on property and not use a travel advisor, you get your free entry. If you stay off property, but you still use a travel advisor to purchase your tickets and plan your day, you do get a 1 hour into the parks early, like hotel guests. Okay. There you have it. That was my large spiel about Universal. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have more questions after this, or something sparked something, contact me and send me an email or write a comment down below, and I will answer your comments and answer your questions. I appreciate you hanging out with me and listening to what I had to say. So like and subscribe to my channel and my video, and I'm so excited you're here. You have no idea. So this is going to be great. This is going to be a fun time. I will be dropping more tips and tricks for you to learn and have fun with. All right. See ya.